Hello and welcome. It's Andrea, and I'm so thrilled to have everyone come on today. It's October. Oh my goodness. And we're here for a guided Reiki filled meditation. And we're also going to keep some people in mind during this as well. Let me flip my screen over to the chat because I see a few people are already coming in. That's wonderful. And as we come in today, again, I just want to say welcome to everyone. We've got people here from Facebook coming in, the Mainstream Reiki page over there on Facebook, and also YouTube. So, welcome to both communities for coming in. We will get started here momentarily, just letting everyone come in. And I'll recap a little bit how the event's going to go. In a few moments, we'll get started, and I will begin offering you Reiki energy, as most people probably have had Reiki with me in the past, here through YouTube at least, and some in classes and some, even in sessions when I was doing those. But we're going to get together. I'm going to offer you the highest frequencies of Reiki energy momentarily, and I will guide you through an experience that we'll all have together. And of course, the video will work whether you're here live or you watch the replay. We're going to add music to this first portion where we offer Reiki and the meditative experience. We'll add music to that and we'll put it out on YouTube tomorrow on the Mainstream Reiki channel. What else did I wanna tell you about that? Yeah, so after we do the meditation and guided portion, what we'll do is I'll probably have a couple quick announcements about what's going on in the world of mainstream Reiki, and then, that gives you an opportunity to start typing in your questions because, I'll hang out afterwards, and you can ask me about anything, and, that's always fun to see what's on your mind and, answer those questions for you. All right, it looks like more and more of you are coming in. Just want to do a uh, quick shout out to a couple people. Look at that! Isn't that interesting? Dandelion Q8. That is funny because I've really been looking at dandelions lately. As a matter of fact, last night, and here you are, dandelion. So welcome. And I see so many familiar faces. You know what? I would ask, or if you're new here, let us know in the comments if you're new, or you could say you're returning too. It's kind of fun to see, who's here, who's not or not who's not, but who's here and who's been here. That is kind of fun. All right. So, as we get started today, I do want to take a quick second to say that the Reiki Rays Healing Summit is open for registration. And so that's a pretty big deal, I think, for a lot of Reiki people. If you're interested in learning more about Reiki or you're Reiki curious, you don't know much about it yet, for absolutely free, you can access oh my goodness, over 37 hours of content. And so, what they did over at Reiki Rays is they invited 35 Reiki masters, teachers, visionaries from all around the world. And we all were interviewed. We presented on specific Reiki topics, and there's a lot of different topics. Anyway, you can sign up for free right now, and we'll put a link in the chat for you to sign up free. The summit is from, I think it's November 8th through 12th. And when you do register for free, you'll get immediate access to 4 interviews. One of them's mine. So I hope you'll tune in to that. So again, that's the Reiki Rays Healing Summit. You can register for free now. If you register for free, if you scroll down in your welcome email, there's a little link there and it gives you a different option. But we can give you the link right here. That second option is if you just want to access the whole summit now, and then you want to have access to it forever. You don't want to wait until November and just watch it live and not be able to tune back in. So I think it's 70% off right now. If you know you're going to be interested and you know that you're going to want that access, they do have a purchase option. Either way, you're still going to access all of that content of those interviews. So free, register, and then you have the option. You always have the option to buy it. The price will go up later, but that's enough of that. All right. So Reiki Raise Healing Summit, there again in the chat, check your links. And yeah, it's a neat event. So many different Reiki voices, so many different topics. So again, if you're interested in Reiki, it's a wealth of information for you. Okay. Yeah, there we do. We put it there for you. So free, or you can keep it forever, 57 bucks. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started today. And you'll see that this is my Reiki grid. This is, I teach this in my Reiki master classes for my students. And what this is, it is a way that we can offer distance Reiki to people, situations without limitation. And we can do that continually because we charge this. So I bring this in for these events, and I am going to invite us all now to. You can put in the chat if you'd like, or you can say out loud or in your mind with your intention of who you would like to add to the grid. As we work together today, we're going to be in a shared energetic space. There's a lot going on in the world. There's so many places that we could offer Reiki. So whether it is from natural disasters like the hurricane here in the US, in the Middle East, with what's going on there with the escalation of the fighting and violence. And I'm only mentioning that, but we know that there are conflicts all over the world right now. Whatever has your heart's attention, please now intend that they are linking to this grid. We are going to offer them the highest frequencies of Reiki now, and I'll continue to be charging this grid after this live stream. Let's keep them in this flow of Reiki energy. And if there's a situation, name that as well. People, animals, situations, the earth herself, all may benefit from our shared intention of helping with Reiki energy, which helps on all levels. Those open to receive will receive. Anyone not open to receive, nothing happens for them. It is about free will. Reiki always respects free will. Today, I would like to also focus on something I think is very important, and that is the frequency of love. And while that might seem strange with everything I just mentioned going on in the suffering, the pain, the chaos, and the fear in the world, one thing that all of us have in common is a need for love, a need to feel loved, a need to love in a shared way, to express love. Love is the highest vibration that we can emulate, that we can walk with on earth. Unconditional love is our focus today. And it is my purpose to help you know at the deepest of levels, you are worthy, you are whole, and nothing stands between you and the full knowing, feeling, embodiment of love. Let us get started now. And I would invite you to take a deep breath. Sit back and relax. Feel free to close your eyes. We are here now together in this moment. And even if you see yourself as alone in this space that you now sit or lie, you are not alone. You can never be alone, for you are loved and surrounded by the light that is not separate from you. You are in resonance and a part of this light. But in the light's individuation, you may receive its blessings, its healing, its wisdom and guidance. And so, as we begin, you are invited and welcome to invite those you wish to receive unconditional love from now. This is not about giving. This is about you receiving. And so we invite the highest levels of spiritual consciousness that hold our highest good as their highest priority, bringing unconditional love, love of the purest form, fully and freely. And you are invited to also receive the highest frequencies of Reiki energy at this time, placing attention at the top of your head, seeing, feeling, and opening like the petals of a flower, opening your crown to receive the light of love, the light of Reiki, pouring into your head. And in this light, there is only light, allowing you to release everything that no longer serves you. See the space around you filling with love and light, clearing away all dissonance, cleansing your aura, disconnecting and dissolving all cords and connectors, that do not purely resonate with your purpose here on earth, your mission that you are fulfilling. And as the crown is open, the energy continues to flow in, bathing your eyes, your tissues. Taking a deep breath in now, inhaling the light and the energy. Inviting the deepest blessing and healing and clearing to ride in on each breath that you take. Riding the physical and energetic currents of your body. Restoring your body's electrical currents. Your polarity. The systems of the body. As the interior of your body continues to illuminate down your neck, filling your shoulders, your arms, flowing down your wrist and illuminating your hands, activating your natural healing capabilities. And with hands of light, you are invited to place your hands on your body in a place that you feel guided and comfortable to do so. Allow this energy to flow down your arms and out your hands and into your body as you become an instrument for healing for yourself in this moment. Together, we Reiki. Together, we bring in light, love, and peace. Feel the energy completely imbue your chest, your heart center, as this energy completely surrounds and penetrates, saturates, and illuminates your heart center. Everything that ever precluded you from feeling love, expressing love, and feeling worthy of love, that was yesterday. This is now. Choose the light of who you are and know yourself as this. And in this truth, you shall become love itself. Love, having a human experience. Love, receive now. The energy continues down into your body, clearing away all you no longer need. As energy no longer in resonance, simply riding the crest of this healing energy down the body, where it will join with the earth. And behind it, only pure love, only pure light of Reiki fills every cell, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You're healing now. Healing in ways known and unknown. Every aspect of yourself, open and receiving, ascending to a new way of knowing yourself, and therefore knowing each other in the world. Is it time for your evolution in this way? Free will allows you to decide. You are ready and have been ready. Your decision is the keystone. The energy flows further down now, abdomen completely filled. Root chakra now illuminated, clearing away all remnants of your childhood and all remnants brought forth in this lifetime that have influenced you to thinking that you were unworthy, that you had to bargain or trade or negotiate to be loved, to receive love, to be worthy of love. Release now, for in this moment you are all that is. Reclaim a new way of seeing yourself, of knowing yourself. What came before this moment fades away upon your choice. Reclaim anew, and you shall know a new way. Binds from the past our energy. We shift this now, disconnecting and dissolving all connections that would imprison you to feel smaller, dimmer, less than. As the energy flows into your legs, we ask you now to decide to step forward from the past, step forward from all moments that preceded this moment. Make a new agreement. Choice is yours. Cast aside the fear that has kept you small. Step into the light of who you are, who you've always been, and who you shall forever be. This truth resides. This truth does not change, has never changed, and can never change. The light of who you are is constant. Only your perception of yourself varies. Choose again and assume the role you came here to fulfill in its fullness, in its grandness. You are not alone. We are here together, stepping forward. And in this way, a revolution takes place. An upleveling of peace, love, and understanding within the individual and within the collective as we outpicture and create from these frequencies aligned with who you truly are, above the drama and the stories and what you claimed yesterday. The power is yours to choose. Return now. Return to the truth of who you are. The flow is strong down your body. You have released much. Allow the energy to continue to flow down your legs and see the edge of the energy pushing out into the earth, taking with it everything you have decided and everything that your higher self has decided you no longer need. The earth welcomes these gifts, has the power to transmute this energy. Unburdened, clear, and free, you are in this moment. All who have gathered here live and all who shall watch these recordings can join in this flow of energy, the flow of energy coming to you, for you, with you. For now, we intend to share this energy with all of us who have gathered. Feel yourself in oneness. There is a commonality of vibration, of intention, of love. Together we are, in this moment and all moments. Aloneness is an illusion. You are loved and guided and supported in ways you cannot fathom. And if you have not been able to step forward into the light of who you truly are, have been and shall ever be, know that it is your path to ultimately do so. Know that the door is open for you, and it is your decision to make. You are asked now to place your awareness into your hands that are upon your body, offering yourself this energy. You may call to yourself now. You may call for more energy to come to you. It comes through your crown and down into your shoulders and arms. A stronger current of energy comes to you. You are part of the natural fabric of creation, a tapestry. You are worthy of healing your body. There are many avenues to healing your body, and your hands and your energetic connection that are actually natural for you is one avenue toward healing. We invite you to explore, experiment the powers inherent in your body. For even if you are aware, there is much more you may learn. The body is more than flesh and bone. The body is an instrument for your spirit to bring light to earth. This is no accident, it is by design. So you are invited to tap into the wisdom of the body. Listen to the body with your intuition and your guidance, and worry less about the shoulds that you have been told to do to care for your body. Your innate wisdom shall lead you, shall guide you. There is a still and deep and resonant voice of guidance within you, and you are asked to tune in to this. Your body has wisdom, and it wishes to share it with you. It is your decision or not to listen. Waking up this connection between your mind and body can serve you in ways you cannot imagine. This is an individual endeavor. What the body's wisdom tells one will differ from what it will tell another. Each body is unique and different, and this is also by design. You see, there is no one size fits all, as many would have you believe. The power lies within you. You are sovereign in your energy. You are sovereign in your body and your connection to it. We thank you very much for taking this time with us to focus on yourself. It is needed. It is important. We are individuals and we are oneness simultaneously. You are powerful and beautiful beyond measure. And this is so. Turning it back now to the session in progress. Your entire body is illuminated with light and Reiki energy. You're surrounded, supported, a being of light you are, moving mountains, moving mountains. Feeling your feet, feeling your body. Take a deep breath. Feel the air move in and out of your body, honoring the connection between mind, body, and spirit. And as we draw this session to a close, may you know peace, love, and understanding today and all days. And when you're ready, you may bring your awareness to your eyes and slowly open them and return. All right. Well, that's a little different this time around. They're always a bit different. Woo. So that was pretty cool, I thought. I don't know. What did you all think? Ooh. I'm trying to move that out of the way because you know how I am. I talk with my hands and I don't want to mess that up. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to check in with the chat a little bit. Um, there's some, Maya is looking for breakthrough with childhood trauma. Yeah. Yeah. Miss B. I think I know who you are, but your name doesn't match. But I think that's you. Hi, Janet. I see you a lot and I love it. Baked Alaskan 13. That makes me hungry. Isn't that a dessert? Baked Alaska. Anyway, I'm still a bit out of it. So am I supposed to do announcements now? I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I think I already kind of covered that. I did the Reiki raise. Oh, I know what I can tell everybody as you're telling me your thoughts in the chat. Um, oh yeah, just escaped. Okay, so this month, I teach Reiki, right? This month I'm teaching animal Reiki. There's actually still time to get in. I have a 1 and 2 class coming up. It's actually this weekend. And then I have a animal master coming. And then I don't teach these again until next year, but um let's see. Oh yeah, and then I teach 1 and 2 and master still before the end of the year. And then Karuna. We have a Karuna class that I do every year and you graduate, all the students graduate on, at least in my time zone, because we have students from all around the world, but at least in my time zone, students graduate just before on, sorry, I got to get myself together. I have my grounding mat and everything and I'm still kind of um what was I? Oh yeah, Corona students graduate as Karuna Reiki Masters on New Year's Eve. Yeah, at my time zone at 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve. But wow, that's always a really special class. But so if you're interested in Reiki training, head over to mainstreamreiki.com. Love to see you in class. I limit my number of students, so that we have the best experience. So sometimes get full and you can't join us, but it'd be lovely. And if you're already a Reiki person and you want to hang out more and you want more community and stuff like that, we have the Mainstream Reiki community, but you can find a link on that on my website too. All right, so woo, all right. I guess I think that's it for um stuff. I think I need to make a list for myself next time because usually I think I'm better at remembering. Yeah. All right. So I guess we're ready for Ask Me Anything, right? Yeah. So we got about 25 minutes. What can I answer? I'm gonna have my uh admin here. So helpful. In so many areas of mainstream Reiki. Big shout out to her. She's going to pick a question here. Oh yeah, she does ask you if you could write the word question in all caps because the chat goes by pretty fast, and sometimes you just have wonderful comments, but we want to make sure that we identify who's got a question kind of thing. And then she'll pick one and put it on the screen. I have a question for you too. How about this? So while we're doing that, I've been making the Reiki 101 videos for you on the YouTube channel, except for live stream weeks. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Grounding my energy. So I've been making Reiki 101 videos. I have a series. I think I have 7 out already. What have I not answered in the Reiki 101? So that might be kind of confusing on the chat. So maybe you just say 101 and then put your question for the series. If something's really got your attention and you really want me to make a video about it for the Reiki 101 series, then let me know because there's a zillion questions out there. Ooh, we have a question here. Uh, all right. Johanna, 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 Joanna. Hi, Andrea. I watch your videos, especially when I'm feeling I need extra love. I'm so glad. Sometimes I feel Reiki is just my next step, but I don't take action toward classes. What do you think could be blocking me? Ooh. Well, this is interesting. This is a really fascinating question to me. You know, um, and I know some people might go like that, but I don't care because we're all here together. There's nothing to be afraid of. But sometimes we have energy in our field that doesn't really want us to do Reiki or other healing things. Okay. So what am I talking about? Well, it could be different things. It could be a spirit attachment. Don't be afraid of that. And if you're interested in spirit attachments, you've got to check out the Gail Revels episode that we did on the podcast. It's been 2.5 years. Anyway, I even made a YouTube video after that. So on Mainstream Reiki, there's a YouTube video too about spirit attachments that I made, and I reference Gail Revels. Anyway, she is an energy healing specialist, and I have to tell you, completely changed my world about spirit attachments and different energies that can influence us. They're so common. It's just part of everyday life. It's just kind of like having a gang of friends around, that they think they're helping you, but maybe not, and if you have 10 of them, that's one reason why we get confused and we don't get clarity because it's like all these voices are telling us stuff all at the same time, but we don't see them or hear them. So we're just like, why am I so confused? So anyway, I'm really off on a tangent there, but I just interviewed Gail, who's back to the podcast coming up at the end of October. And we're doing 2 episodes because the topic was people really love the topic. And there's so many questions about it. And yeah, anyway, it's super enlightening. But anyway, I'm not saying that that's the case, Joanna, but just know it can be self-sabotage too, right? If we, and let's look at all kinds of things. If I want to eat better, if I want to take better care of my body, and I know what to do, I'm telling you, I have sabotaged myself a lot. I mean, can you all relate to that? Like, you know what you wanna do, you know you should exercise, you know you should do, and then you come up with excuses or whatever. So, a lot of times we just do this to ourselves. Sometimes, there we have ancestors around us, and they don't really maybe understand what Reiki is, or, maybe they lived 1,000 years ago and they think, "Wow, I don't know, that's kinda weird. Don't bring shame to our family by doing weird things." So we feel like we want to do something, but then we don't follow through. So there's lots of different reasons for that. And so, interestingly enough, have a talk. You don't have to go sign up for a session with somebody else, to look at your energy. If you think something like this has to do with you, sit down and talk out loud and say something like, um, I'm addressing any and all ancestors who are influencing me away from fulfilling my divine purpose on earth. And so I invite in my higher self to guide me with clarity and release all other influences that are um, keeping me back from fulfilling what I came here to do. I release, I dissolve, I disconnect. I am free, I am free, I am free. So try something like that and see if that helps you. Okay. Because this stuff is very common. And I have to reiterate, it's nothing to be afraid of. Our ancestors telling us things or whatever that we don't really hear, but it's just energetically influencing us. They think that they're helping, you know, but as I said, if they lived 500 years ago or whatever, life's kind of different today. So their perspective is still limited about that kind of thing. Anyway, fascinating topic. I hope you'll tune in to the podcast Beyond the Reiki Gateway, end of October, and find out more, or go look for the spirit attachment video that I did on YouTube, Mainstream Reiki channel. Fascinating stuff. But yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I need to move on. Thanks for the question. Is there Reiki help to avoid toxic in-laws? Oh, right. Yes. Yes. So what I'm going to say is, the common denominator of every uncomfortable situation, every uncomfortable or toxic relationship that you experience, the common denominator is you. So why do I say that? Because the key is to receive Reiki for yourself. Okay. And so if you know Reiki, NA, then please be doing self Reiki. If you don't know Reiki, receive sessions. Now, I just put out on the mental health series, the mental health series, that is a series that I've put out on YouTube trying to address a lot of these mental health things. But a lot of them could actually be, not in that category. But there's a whole playlist of mental health, and I did toxic relationships recently in that series. So please look for that video. So toxic relationships, I did that video, and then there was another one about it was earlier, but it was about family stuff. So what I want to put out there is, if you're in a toxic relationship, um, I think one of the best things that we can do for ourselves is heal ourselves. Because when we heal ourselves, and that's through the videos that I have on YouTube, self Reiki and receiving Reiki, or whatever other healing modalities speak to you, then what I would say is, as you become balanced, as you become healed yourself, it doesn't matter what they do or say, because it just kind of bounces off of you. Okay. One of the things about toxic relationships is, when the other person acts a certain way, it's engaging with us. It's stirring or triggering or whatever in our energy. There is a place that you can reach energetically, that that person does all that stuff, and you can sit back and go, yeah, thanks for showing me who you are. Yeah, I'm going to make my decision about how I'm going to respond now, because I'm not going to react to that anymore. So Self-healing. You take care of yourself. The people acting out and doing things like that, you know, they're doing their thing. We can't control that. So, Reiki, and boundaries. Boundaries, oh my gosh, boundaries are super important. Energetic boundaries are huge. And then if you have relationships in your life and you need to put boundaries out for them, in order to keep you, safe and in order for you to live a better life, do it. Because here's my last thing I want to say about this: if people are mistreating you, we don't have to allow that. And if we will put a boundary or we will stand up for ourselves, it allows that other person to feel their energy in a different way. So it's not about having to, um, one of the things I see a lot of people do, they like take the burden on themselves quietly, you know, and it's torturous energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. And so if you have a tendency to take it on and just let people do their thing, that isn't good. That's no way to live. You need to become sovereign in your energy, place your boundaries, put physical distance or whatever you have to do. And I'm not a counselor, I'm not a professional, just talking about my own experience and what I've seen over the years. That's all. And I know this is not going to fit everybody's situation, but you have the right to make rules energetically and in your life so that you can live a life that isn't in victimhood or in, burdened because other people are acting a certain way. Um, and again, I don't mean to oversimplify, okay? But nobody has the right. Oh, and I need to say this: just because you're a family and you share blood, my message on that is, who cares? Because they can't use that as a license to mistreat you. That doesn't give them special access. All right. So I hope that is helpful. Yeah. People need to be responsible for their energy. And that means what they're taking and also what they're giving. You can't make other people take responsibility for their energy, but you can sure take responsibility for your energy, your boundaries, and what you're going to put up with. Yeah. Ooh, that was my got a little tough there. All right. So I think I'll move on to something else. I know we probably have a lot of questions here. I try and be quick. Hi, Andrea. How to find my purpose in life? I'm fully alone, and every area of life has gone down suddenly, and I'm fully helpless and feel useless. Also, lots of physical issues. Oh, well, I don't know. Dia. Hmm. Your purpose in life, Dia, is actually to love. And I know that sounds like sugary icing on sugary cake, maybe. All right. But I'm telling you, because isn't that hard? So maybe we could find truth to that about your purpose in life. And I'm gonna be. I think we say, "What is my purpose in life?" We have a lot of purposes in life. We don't have just one. So, but I think right now, Dia, this one's lighting up for me with in regards to you is love. To find love and connection, not just, and I don't mean like with other people, what within yourself, the miracle of your body and the things it does do right, which are a lot more than what's going wrong with it right now, right? I mean, you're here, you're participating. So you have a lot going right in your body, physically, and you care. You obviously care, or you would not be writing this question. So I would ask you to focus on yourself and your healing not just physical, but go all the way back to your earliest days. So this lifetime, know that there can be other things like past lives and things like that. But my invitation to you is to just take a journey into the miraculousness of who you are and allow yourself to be in wonder and in awe and impressed with yourself. I bet you've done so much in your life that has been wonderful and helpful and brought light into the world, but I'll bet you anything you skipped over that and you didn't really embrace your power in order to accomplish those things. I'm going to invite you to do that. Look back over your life. Sure, people do things and they don't feel good, or certain outcomes aren't great. We always focus on that. I want you to go back and I want you to really investigate your life. I want you to identify what you've done that you feel good. I'm not going to say good and bad. I'm not going to say that. Nothing's good and bad. Nothing. It's just a spectrum of experience. Some of it feels better than other things, but even a bad thing can lead to a blessing or a miracle. So as everything's relative here. But Dia, my heart goes out to you. I really want you to love yourself, heal yourself, and welcome more light into how you see and perceive yourself. When you do those things, everything else lightens up. As your vibration raises through what I'm suggesting, your perspective raises. And so then when you have deep feelings of aloneness or some that fades, everything gets better. And if you're a spiritual person and you believe in angels or guides or something like that, I would invite you to explore that because you you really are not alone. There is energy all around you. And, the bleachers at the stadium, just for you, are cheering. They're filled and they're cheering you on. So I'm just sending you a huge hug, Dia. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know if that was at all helpful, but energetically, I am with you. I guess we'll go to another question. Can we do some Reiki practices to heal ourselves? I haven't taken any classes. Okay, so everybody can move energy. Everybody can move energy. That's very sweet of you, Susan, giving Dia hugs like that. Yeah, very nice. Every person on the planet can move life force energy. You have life force energy. Why would you not be able to do that? Okay. So you can do, now, here's the thing. I'm going to be a nitpicky person. I'm going to say you can do energy practices on your body. Okay. I just have a little about calling it Reiki practices if you haven't had a class. Okay. So I guess if it's just you doing it, okay, then call it whatever you want. It's just things get fuzzy out in the world when people might tell somebody, "Oh, I can do Reiki on you." And they do a Reiki technique, but they've never had a class. Do you see where that's a little misleading? Okay. So it's energy. You're doing energy or energy healing, energy, yeah, energy healing, an energy technique. If you have Reiki and you learn those techniques, then you can call it a Reiki technique because you're a Reiki practitioner then. Without Reiki class, you're an energy practitioner or an energy healer or whatever you want to talk to yourself. That's all I'm saying. I know it's nitpicky or whatever. I don't know. I'm working on it. But my current thing, that's my answer. Can we do summary to heal ourselves? Oh, absolutely. So, I have a video on YouTube and it's, for example, Biosen scanning. Go ahead and follow that and see how that works for you energetically. Anything that I present, like I have a short that's out on the different things, and it's Kenyoku. It's a Japanese Reiki technique, and it clears your energy. So what I even did, this is interesting. It's an energy technique, right? I teach it in Reiki classes, but anybody can do it. You don't need Reiki or anything like that. So when I put that out on social media and also the YouTube short, I called it, I think, energy clearing or something like that. But Reiki people know that as Kenyoku. That totally works. I mean, you don't have to have a Reiki class, for that to work or anything. So um, it's important for me for people to know they're not helpless. You know, Nobody's helpless. Reiki helps. Yeah, so what's the difference? Is that let me say that. So everybody can move energy. Everybody can utilize chi. Martial artists use chi in different ways, or chi, ki, same thing. Um, but what am I trying to say here? Oh, so but what happens in a Reiki class is the student is like tuned in energetically to the frequency band of Reiki energy from source, okay, like creationary energy. And so that's unlimited. So without Reiki, we're a bit limited on how much energy we can access and how quickly we can access it. Okay. So therefore, our results are probably going to be pretty limited. Now, does somebody have to have Reiki training in order to be a wonderful energy healer? No. Okay. For me, I needed that because what it did was it, in a very um, quick length of time, very quickly, I was tuned into the Reiki energy, unlimited supply. I can administer it. Wow. I didn't have to go meditate on a mountaintop for 10 years or, sit in the snow and try and melt the snow around my body using my own, key. There are practices all over the world in all different traditions. All of them are valid. Reiki, what I do, it's just about recalibrating, connecting to that Reiki flow of energy. So it's constant, there, reliable, unlimited all the time. And then we can channel that. Okay. That's why some people, I've had students before, like early on, there was a gentleman who came to my class. He was an energy healer. He got good results. And you know why he took my class? He said, well, he said, people ask me what I'm doing. Like, are you doing Reiki? And he's like, well, no, I haven't had Reiki class, but I do energy. And people were like, because they didn't know. I mean, it's kind of like Reiki. Some people have trouble trusting Reiki. Can you imagine, even less than, if it's just energy, it's like, they would be more hesitant, perhaps. At least that's what his experience had been. So he was there to take the Reiki class, basically to be able to call himself a Reiki practitioner, but he had no plans to change what he was doing. Well, let me tell you, he was in the class, and then we practiced, he had his attunement and all of that. And then we practiced, and he was like, Andrea, this is different. This is better. Oh my gosh, the energy's different. There's so much more. And blah, blah, blah. He was so excited then to take all of that and start seeing his clients. So, there is a difference between just energy healing, using your own energy, and Reiki. I can't explain it all. It's mysterious, but that's what I know. You tune in to it. It's unlimited. You channel it in an easy process, not after 10 years of meditation. So, anyway, I can't do a short answer. Okay, maybe one more question. Do we have one more question? I know it's tough. I talk a lot. Okay, question. I sometimes feel an energy trying to come out of my ears, and I felt something vibrate at top and side of my head. I feel this is an entity. Wow, we're like on entities today or spirit attachments. I feel this is an entity. What do you think? Well, if I'm gonna tell you, listen to your guidance. I mean, you're saying you feel like it's an entity, then I would listen to that, you know? Again, but here's the thing, I don't want us to freak out about it, right? It's really about, it's energy that is not in your best interest to have around, you know? Because even if that entity or spirit attachment, even if that oh, yeah, even if that entity or spirit attachment, um, thinks it's helping you or whatever, or even if you think it's helping you, there's always, there's interference, it's like you need to be sovereign in your energy. That's where that's your superpower is when a person is sovereign in their energy, no interference with whatever. So you can well, you could try the attachment video on YouTube that I made. And if you need more help after that, then you might look up Gail Revels, and there's a discount code under that video for a session with her. We had as I said, she was a guest on the podcast, and so she offered all of our listeners $25 off of a session on her website. Um, I feel like I just need to say it now what it is. And I don't know if we have that to give, but it's energyhealingwithspirits.com, energyhealingwithspirits.com. And oh, I can type myself. Oh, I have to find my keyboard. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So her name's Gail Revels. Yeah. I'll type this out. Gail Revels, and it's energy. Oh, I should do it. I know. If it's funny because if people aren't too energy, I'm going to also say, I think nobody on earth can say that they're not affected by spirit attachments, just, or, other energies, right? I'll say that. Okay. So here's her name, Gail Revels. Here's her website. Okay. Oh, and I need to give you the code to save. That's the discount code, BTRG25. I have many people that I know from, they listen to the podcast, they went to Gail. Pretty life-changing stuff there. So I'm a fan. I've been to Gail myself. I even share what happened in my session with Gail on a podcast episode. So you can go to beyondthereikigateway.com and search Gail, Gayle. Those episodes will come up. So if you have an interest in that, and I'm going to say, all this talk about ascension and moving up and all of that, I I think that it's not an accident that these subjects of spirit attachments and ancestors, I mean, all of this is coming more out in the open lately. And I think that's because we need to address this for this ascension process, this awakening process, because we need to clean this stuff up. But not only that, most importantly, you know what we need to do? We need to open our eyes and not just be looking at the unicorns and rainbows. There are other things happening energetically. And so this is a time for us to not only claim our sovereignty and our energy, it's also a time to wake up and educate ourselves about the spiritual world in its totality, so that as we then move forward, we do so with wisdom and knowledge about more of what's happening. So I think that's why all of this stuff is coming up lately. I think it's really important for our evolution that we learn about this, address things if necessary, and that's going to allow us to shift in ways, I mean, we can't even know right now. It's pretty amazing stuff. Ooh, so we're over time a little bit. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Our next one is November 7th, I think. I think it's November 7th. Yeah. You can sign up for my newsletter. I'll update you about different things and give you a link in the next newsletter as well for that coming out. I thank everyone for being here. I'm going to go back through all of these comments after we're done today. So don't think that, you commented and, nothing is ever happening. I always go through the comments. I want to know what questions you have and things like that. Somebody I did see fly by about almost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know that is amazing. Thank you so much for watching the videos, liking them, subscribing, sharing. I just think it's amazing. And that tells me that we're doing it. The world is becoming a lighter, more healed, more open place for us to be because the interest is growing and growing and growing. And what a remarkable time to be alive. What a remarkable time to be alive, for sure. And I think somebody said the PayPal link doesn't work or whatever. Interesting. So I don't know what to tell you on that. Mainstreamreiki.com. There's a donate page. Sorry if it doesn't work. Thank you all so much. And I'll see you next month or out in the ether or in the Mainstream Reiki community. Thank you, everyone. Highest blessings, highest blessings.